All right, welcome everybody. This is going to be a recap for last week, ending on 4/22. But first, I want to go ahead and make an announcement. Y'all been asking for it. It's now finally here. So, I will be releasing the Einstein Formula coming up on March 5th. Okay, that's, I think it's next week. It's next week already. So, on March 5th, I will be releasing the Einstein Formula. I have not share this with anybody in the last 30 years. I am going to share it with my Crystal Ball subscribers. All right. So if you're interested, you have to be either a prior CB member, a Crystal Ball member, which I call CB, and or you purchase Crystal Ball before March 5th. All right. That would make you eligible to learn the Einstein Formula. Also, if you get in before the 5th, if you pre-registered, and this includes all prior members as well, I'm knocking a 60% discount. Okay, I'm giving you a 60% discount off of the price of Einstein. So it's very, very, very inexpensive compared to what you get with Einstein. All right. So I just wanted to briefly go over what I'm going to be going through, and then we can look at this week's stats. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about what is the Einstein Formula, and I'm also going to be talking why it works with all tradable markets. This is just like all of my patterns. Einstein is universal, right? So it doesn't matter what I'm trading, I can still apply Einstein with the highest probabilities, all right? Probabilities for Einstein are going to run somewhere between 70 to 85%. On average, across the board, looking at many different instruments, it's running around 77 to 78%. But I give you a low ball because it just lowers well, I want your expectations to be that you're going to be right 7 out of 10 times. All right, even though we hit a little bit higher than that. I'm going to talk about how to apply the Einstein to your existing trading platform, okay, and how to do it and how we can set it up automatically to calculate your entry, your profit targets, and reversals. So I personally use Thinkorswim. I know some use TradeView. If you use TradeStation, pretty much should work across the board with whatever platform you want to trade with, all right? We're going to be talking about the best crystal ball patterns to use with Einstein to increase accuracy. Once again, this is why you need to be a crystal ball member, because a lot of what I'm going to be showing you, you have to come with that background of what crystal ball is all about. And there's some very unique patterns that come with crystal ball that we're going to be applying to Einstein. All right. Also, we're going to be talking about how to apply the crystal ball patterns with Einstein to project any predetermined price targets. So what does that mean? So let's say that you're looking for, let's take your favorite stock. I'm just going to use stocks because it doesn't matter. Everybody can relate to stocks. Let's say you're looking for a $5 price move in whatever stock you're trading. I can show you how to set up the patterns and then give you the highest probability of it hitting that target. All right. So if you're like to trade $5 moves, $1 moves, it's up to you. You're going to predetermine what that is, and we'll show you how to set that up where you're going to be having that type of accuracy. But once again, it's a combination of the patterns and Einstein that allows you to do that. All right. We're going to go through plenty of chart examples. So we'll look at stock indices, right? We'll be looking at one of the favorites for everybody is the E-mini, right? The S&P 500. So we're going to be looking at the E-mini. We're going to be looking at different indices. We're going to be looking at some stocks. We're going to be looking at Forex. We're going to be looking at some different commodities. So we're going to be looking at a little bit of everything so you can see that it works pretty much across the board. All right. You could even put Bitcoin up there if you want. That's fine. It works with Bitcoin as well. And then we're going to have, I'm going to share with you just 2 of the money management techniques. which are tailored for your risk tolerance. So those that want to be a little bit more conservative, we'll show you how to do that. If you want to be a little bit more aggressive, we can show you that as well. All right, so we'll go through that. And then we're going to do some live demonstrations. So you, who's ever participating in this this live training, can call out any stock that you'd like, any commodity, and we'll look through that. And you'll be able to see that we can indeed. And you can also pick up how much price you want to see. So if you want to see that $2 move in your stock, I can show you how to do that. So you're going to pick the stock, how much you like to see it move, and then we'll go ahead and we'll do some projections with Einstein and the patterns. All right. So once again, if you are active or you are a prior member or have purchased a crystal ball package before May 5th, which is coming up next week, you are eligible to save 60% off of the Einstein's retail price, but you must pre-order before the 5th in order to get that price. So what the price is right now, the price is, it's not disclosed here, but the retail price is going to be $500 as an add-on for those that are already Crystal Ball members. But because you are a Crystal Ball member, I'm knocking 60% off of it. So it comes with $300. So you're going to save $200 off of the price of that upgrade to learn Einstein. All right. So, but you must pre-order in order to get that price. So if you're interested, contact us. We'll send you a special link so you can get all set up for that. All right. So that being said, let's get started and let's take a look at our weekly stats, and let's just see how, once again, we're going back to core. We'll take a look at our core, look at the pattern, and we'll see, is the accuracy continuing on, which obviously we would expect it to be. So let's take a look at those stats, and we'll go from there. All right, once again, these are going to be the stats for the core. This is only for one pattern, PAP. This is what I've been following for the last several years. And as you can see, it never disappoints. Our percentages are still right where we would expect them, somewhere in that 75 to 80 percentile. So usually somewhere in there on average, which is exactly what I would expect, because once again, as I've mentioned before, you know, you're pretty much at your upper limit of what you can expect consistently in terms of probabilities, which is typically somewhere around 75%. There is an element of noise in the market, which is roughly 20-25%. And so if you can consistently do that, okay, and not only do it with one market, but do it in any market you're trading, that's pretty remarkable. So the key, obviously, to achieve that type of percentage of success is, in my belief, and I haven't seen anything else to contradict this, is going to be with patterns, all right? Because indicators are optimizable, right? You can change the inputs. You won't be able to achieve that kind of success over a long-term period of time, and nor are you going to be able to use those same inputs, okay, in multiple markets, all right? You're always going to find you're changing the inputs, and that may hold up for a while, but over a long period of time, it's not going to hold up. So what you need is something that's going to be pattern based, and you want to see that it's going to work just as well trading the Aussie US as it does a US yen, and or a stock or a commodity or anything for that matter. All right, those are stronger, what I call behavioral patterns. All right, something I feel comfortable relying on, comfortable trading, and confident that they're going to repeat themselves, compared to something that's just going to work in one particular market. All right. So, also, I wanted to mention, if you're interested in my morning show, that is now live every morning, Monday through Friday, and we start at 9 a.m. The first hour is absolutely free. So if you are a subscriber or a non-subscriber, or a prior subscriber, please join us. I do make calls using Einstein, so you can watch that live in action. And then also I do have some core patterns that get set up, and I'll call those as well. All right, so that's every morning. If you want to see some of the replays, just go to my YouTube channel, binaryprostrategies.com. You can look at some of the recaps. Some of the dailies, I've been doing it since a little bit over a month now, I think. Yeah, a little bit over a month, almost a month and a half. So plenty of recaps out there, so you can watch the morning show. And also, please join us live every morning. And remember, that first hour is absolutely free, and then after that, it's open just to the members that have purchased Core or CB. Okay, so for the stats, once again, overall, Aussie, US, 73% in the morning, 80% at night. Euro, 73 and 65, and US yen, 76 and 81. All right, that is pretty remarkable for anything. And if you go back and look at some of my historical videos, you can see on my weekly recaps, these numbers consistently somewhere in that 70-80%. All right, so obviously this is something I'm going to be comfortable with trading. Now keep in mind, do not be misled by these percentages. All right, most people could not even trade even if I had 85% profitability across the board every single day, month after month. Most people, no offense, but most people would not be able to trade it. Most people would give up after they have a couple losses, or they'd be looking to try to change it. They would try to filter out the losses, and all they're doing is they're just going to be spinning their wheels, because keep in mind, just like in life, nothing has 100% guarantee, and it's certainly true in trading. So if you can't accept losses, you don't need to be trading, because losses are part of the trading game. All right. So keep in mind, you're going to be somewhere, you're going to have every 3 to 10 trades are going to be losers. Got to go into it expecting that. But with those kind of odds, there's a lot of things that we can do, right, to help us make money in the market. But once again, odds aren't the only thing. There's more to trading than just odds. Experience is a big factor, right? There is no magic formula out there. What I can do is I can give you the best tools that I have that have worked for me, that have been reliable over a long period of time. But just like I've said, I can't make you into a professional quarterback just because I put you in the NFL and all of a sudden you're with the best team. You're the quarterback now. The odds are you're probably not going to be very successful, because even though you have the best tool, the best players, you as a quarterback don't have that experience. All right, that takes a lot of time, dedication, and practice to get to that level. Same thing with trading. All right, don't let anybody fool you or kid you thinking that they have the magic formula and you're going to be able to just blindly trade off of that and make a lot of money. All right. And I say that over and over again, but people still look for it, and that's why only 2% of the people on average make money, is because they can't take it. If they have a couple losses, they're ready to give up. So anyway, that's the reality about trading, but nonetheless, I have tools that are extremely accurate. I feel I'm using the best tools. You talk to any of my prior subscribers and or my members will tell you the same thing. Please go and take some time to look over some of my testimonials at binaryprostrategies.com, and you'll see what they have to say about my service. All right, so that's going to be it this week. So what am I going to concentrate? As always, the US yen is always my favorite. And I don't know, I'll be watching the Aussie and Euro. I mean, I'll be looking for, so I'm not going to stick to just one this week. I'll be looking at Aussie and Euro, but I'll be looking for the strongest setups, the strongest patterns, and going with those. But the yen, pretty consistent with trading the yen, and of course everything else that I use, CB and Einstein, obviously continue to use that as well. All right, that's it. Any questions, just go to binaryprostrategies.com. You can contact me that way. Also, if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up so I know I need to continue on with this, that you're getting some good information out of it. And make sure you hit the notification bell so we can keep you updated on any new videos that are coming out. And also, remember, if you want to be a part of learning Einstein, you've got to be a CB or prior CB member. You can still purchase the CB package. Get in before the 5th of May in order to get that discount on Einstein. And also, if you do sign up for CB, yes, it comes with 1 full year of being in the chat room, so you can't beat the price, considering you're also going to have 1 full year access to learn everything. Core, CB, and of course Einstein. Trust me, there's a lot to learn. I'm in the chat room every day, and the goal for myself, as with my successful members, is to help you become successful as well. So that's it. Everybody have a good week, and we will talk to you next weekend for our next weekly recap.